My beloved child, listen closely for a moment. The parts of your life that seem broken have never slipped from my hands. What feels wasted to you has never been wasted to me. Every tear you cried in silence, every dream that fell apart, and every unanswered question has remained before my eyes. Nothing you have lived through has escaped my care. I know there are days when you wonder whether I am still guiding your life. You look at your past and only see unfinished chapters, closed doors, and plans that never became reality. You ask yourself, if God is with me, why does my journey feel so confusing? I have heard that question every time it rose in your heart, even when you never spoke it aloud. Do not believe that your pain has the final word. Pain is not the author of your story. I am. What appears to be the end is often the place where I begin creating something you cannot yet understand. You only see one thread at a time, but I see the entire design. I am weaving together moments that seem meaningless into a purpose greater than you can imagine. You have spent so much time searching for answers that you forgot to rest in my presence. You keep examining every mistake, every delay, and every disappointment, hoping to discover where everything went wrong. But my child, not everything that feels broken is beyond repair. What you call failure is often preparation. What you call delay is sometimes protection. I have never walked away from you. Even when you felt alone, I was standing beside you. Even when heaven seemed silent, I was still working behind the scenes. I have not forgotten your prayers, and I have not abandoned the promises I placed within your heart. Trust me a little longer, because the story I am writing for you is not finished yet. My child, I know how exhausting it has been to carry questions that never seem to receive an answer. You smiled in front of others while quietly wondering if anyone truly understood what your heart was carrying. I understood. I was there through every lonely night, every silent prayer, and every moment you felt forgotten. You have looked at your life and judged it by what has not happened yet. You measured your journey against someone else's success and quietly believed you had fallen behind, but I have never measured your life that way. I have never compared your path to anyone else's, because I created your journey with a purpose that belongs to you alone. There were moments when I closed doors that you desperately wanted to walk through. At the time, it felt like rejection. It felt unfair. But I could see what was waiting on the other side when you could not. I protected you from things you never knew existed. One day you will understand that some closed doors were acts of love, not punishment. Do not let disappointment convince you that I have stopped working. Seeds spend time hidden beneath the ground before anyone sees new life. In the same way, much of my work happens where human eyes cannot see it. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. I am preparing what is ahead while strengthening your heart today. You have asked me for signs, but I have been giving you something even greater, my presence. My presence has carried you through days that should have broken you. My strength has held you together when your own strength disappeared. Even when you thought you were walking alone, I was carrying you through places you could never have crossed by yourself. So stop believing that your story is over because one chapter was painful. I do not write unfinished stories. I finish what I begin. Hold on a little longer. Keep taking one faithful step at a time. The pieces that seem scattered today are still in my hands, and at the right moment I will place them together in a way that will leave no doubt that I have been with you from the very beginning. My child, I know there were mornings when you woke up already feeling tired, not because your body lacked strength, but because your heart had carried too much for too long. You kept moving, kept smiling, kept telling everyone that you were fine, while quietly wondering how much longer you could keep going. I saw every hidden battle. Not one of them escaped my attention. Never believe that your tears were ignored simply because no answer came immediately. I collect every tear you have cried. I remember every prayer you whispered when no one else was listening. Even the prayers that ended in silence were never forgotten by me. I was working in ways your eyes could not yet understand. You have spent so much time trying to control tomorrow that you forgot I already stand in your tomorrow. The future that frightens you is already known to me. The doors that seem impossible for you are not impossible for me. The path that looks uncertain to you has never been uncertain in my hands. Do not let fear become the voice that guides your decisions. Fear only tells you what could go wrong. I remind you of what can go right when you choose to trust me. Faith does not mean you understand everything. Faith means you keep walking even when you cannot yet see the destination. The enemy wanted your disappointments to convince you that you were forgotten. He wanted your delays to make you believe that your purpose had disappeared. But your purpose has never depended on your circumstances. I placed it inside you long before anyone knew your name, and nothing that has happened can remove what I have spoken over your life. There are blessings already moving towards you that you cannot see today. There are answers already being prepared that have not yet reached your hands. Do not give up in the middle of the journey. Many people stop just before the breakthrough they have been praying for. Stay with me. Keep trusting me. Keep believing, even when your emotions tell you otherwise. One day, you will look back over every delay, every closed door, every painful goodbye, and every unanswered question, and you will finally see that I never left your side. You will understand that my timing protected you, my silence strengthened you, and my love carried you through every season. So breathe again, my child. Lift your head once more. This chapter is not the end of your story. I am still writing it. I am still leading you. I am still holding you. And the best pages of your story are still waiting to be revealed.